Hi everyone, welcome to Beauty by Queen Dreads. Now, I don't profess to be a professional. I watch videos just like you to learn everything I'm going to show you. And if you want to see how I do my makeup, come on, stay tuned. So, now that I got a good base on and I'm happy with the way that looks, I'm going to take my concealer. And if I didn't tell you, I'm an NC45 in the Studio Fix Fluid. And for my concealer, y'all, I be double dipping because I like to have one and then I add another one to extra it up. And the ones that I've been using recently are by Benefit. They're the Boeing, and I use two colors. I use one that's a little bit closer to my skin, and then I use another one that's a little bit lighter because I like to hit that popping highlight. And y'all, as much as I do my makeup, I have to do this every time to see which is which because they kind of look similar in the tube. So I always have to do a swatch test to see which is one. So I put this one on first, and then I come back and hit it with that one for a little extra oomph. And this is how we do it. So I kind of, just a little bit with my own color up to my eye. And then some people would let that stay, blend that in, and then come back. But no, I come right on in behind with the lighter. And I put that a little bit lower and right on top. Same places. And I like this Bowen because you ain't got to be dipping 500 times. It got a good size little wand on it if you say that. So what I like to do is let that sit a little second, because we all know that if we let it sit for a little bit and bake, it'll give you a fuller coverage. So while that's doing that, let's go to my contour. For my contour, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the shade Truffle. And y'all always got to make this face, so don't laugh at my face. And I always try to do it from here to the corner of my mouth. Now, it might not work for yours, but you have to, and if that doesn't work, you just see where your cheekbone is and kind of get the line there. Now, I don't like an old strong one. I like a little soft one. And I like to do my little nose. Not a lot. I put a little bit on the sides. And I beat it up right there a little bit. And then I do a little bit around my little hairline. Not a whole lot, because my forehead is big and I like my big shiny forehead. And I got a little chubby neck right there. Let me just cut that off a little bit. Now here's the tea. While this is doing that, I like to take my favorite spray ever, which is the Studio Fix Fluid setting spray. And then ooh, child, if it was open, I could do that. So I get a quick spritz and I let that sit. Now, while that's doing that, I like to take a brush to blend out my highlight and my contour. And I also like to use a beauty blender, a dry one that I spray with my Fix Fluid to do my contour. So I sprayed it, get a little pinch, and just pounce it on that highlight, on that contour to blend that on out. And you don't want to be extra with it. You just want to get a little dusting of it across your forehead. You don't want it to look like somebody beat you across your head with nothing, child. Who does that? If you feel it getting a little dry, spray it again, child. Nobody got time to be looking crazy. And don't forget up under your neck, child, because that's where you're trying to get your skin. You putting a shadow there to make it look like your neck ain't fat. or you ain't got a double chin. I ain't got one yet, but I feel like I'm working on it. You see that? Don't tell nobody. And so once you get all of that blended out and you happy and you ain't got no lines, then see the little bit I put on my nose right there and right there? I just take the little pinched end of this, and then I take the pinched end and I get these real small. You see it? Okay, so now I take, this is a, I believe this is a brush from Wet n Wild. I spray it with a little bit of my little spray, and then I get the blending out this with my brush. And I just pounce it. Same thing for under my eyes. I just pounce it. And I like to bring my stuff up here because it make your face look snatched back. And you just get it all up in there like that. Like I said, I like to bring mine up there because it snatch your face back. I be all up in here with it. Chat, girl, you cute or whatever. Don't making sure you get all that out. Don't forget your chin, Chad. Don't forget that. And sometimes I don't be liking the way it be blending out, so I come back with a sponge and just pat it in some more. And I don't let this have time to dry all the way because it will crease on you. So what I like to do is come right behind that and set it. And what I'm setting with is Fit Me Matte Poreless Powder in the shade 130. It's light because I'm setting up under my eyes. And what I like to do is take a brush and set. And so I take this brush. This is also an Alamar brush. And I did judgy it up with some stones. And I just take my brush and beat it in this powder a little bit. And press it. Anywhere you put that concealer at and you want it to get a highlight. Right? You press it there. And set that so you don't have time to crease. And then just dust it down your nose so you can set that too. But press it under that eye. So that was that. I've set my under eye. Look at that. Now, here comes all the powder. So now I done set that. I got my highlight, my contour going on. Now I want to come back with my powders. The first thing I like to do is come at you with the Fenty. You see I've been using it. It got fingerprints all over it. The Fenty bronzer in the shade Banjan Girl. And I will be using another Alamar brush. And I just dust this around in there. And put this anywhere you put that dark color. Around the edges of your forehead. You bring some color back to your skin, Chad, so you don't look like you've been playing in flour. You know what I'm saying? You see that? Look at that. Look at that cheek popping. You gotta make sure you get that neck where you put the dark color in, because you don't want to be looking ashy or dirty or red. And then it's good to also, I like to grab a little brush and dip in it and get my nose contour right. Not that brush, Chad. It ain't like me. We're gonna try another brush. Let's see if this brush wanna cooperate. Yeah, so, and I like to take my nose contour and go from my brow so it makes that good shadow, Chad. And then you also want to, I'm going to chop my nose off and make it look like it's cuter than it is, right? So I go across here and down the sides. And then I also like to take that same foundation brush that I had earlier with the foundation on it and go over that so you don't see the harsh lines from the bronzer to darken your skin. And now that I done added the bronzer powder, I got a little color back to myself, Chad. Because, you know, we can get washed out real quick when you light like us. So now I want to add some color to my face because I'm looking right light. So my next thing I'm going to be doing is going into a blush. And I've been loving this Alamar brush palette that I got. And I like these colors. So what I like to do is take the blush brush. This is a Luxie brush. And I take it and I just like to go across all the colors because and I like to concentrate that around my cheekbone and just a little bit. And I like to pounce it in. Put a little color back to my skin because I was starting to look like I was ready to go to the upper room. And the thing I like to also do is take it across my nose for some reason. Because I'm light-skinned and I tend to blush in those places. Okay, so now that I'm blushed up, you see that? Look at that cheek. Now that I'm blushed up, I'm going to save my favorite part for last. Now we're going to do these eyes. I ain't going to do nothing extra because we already been going on a minute. What I'm going to do is show you a look with 1 to 2 colors and make it easy. But our first step is we have to prime. So I like to just take whatever concealer I'm going to use. And this one I'm using again is the Boeing by Benefit. And I just kind of brush it all over my lids. Then I take a beauty sponge and just kind of blend it out. And this is pretty much is going to be a natural looks because I'm not going to use any bold, bright colors. I'm just going to give you a quick, I'm trying to be cute and do a little extra without being extra. Now, if you want to see extra, I can give you extra. We can get that popping on the next video. So now we got a good base for our eyeshadow to stick. The palette that I'm going to be using today is going to be the Nubian 2 by Juvia's Place. And I'm going to be using 2 shades. The shades I'm going to be using are Madagascar. And I'm also going to be using Zuri. So Madagascar and Zuri. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down Madagascar in my crease to get a good base. So what I want to do is take a flat brush. Again, I like everything blinky. I'm going to take this brush and dip into Madagascar. And what I'm going to do is, you see how I have a fold on my eye, so it's real easy for me to see where my crease is. But if you don't, you just take your finger and wherever you can feel it go in, that's where you should put the color. So what I like to do is go and look straight into the mirror and go straight into it like this. So I dip color on both sides of the brush, dip off excess, and go straight into my crease, just like this. And you want to do windshield wiper motions to get you in the crease. See that? And you want to do that. So now that I got the foundation set, I can just bring a little bit of that to the corner and zip and tip it out just a little bit. Just wing it out just a little bit. Add a little wing to it just a little bit to give a little shape to your eye. And once you get it in there good, and you can build up the color as dark as you want, as light as you want. It's up to you. It's your face. There's no rules to makeup. It's what you like. And so the next thing I'm going to do is once I got that base color down, I'm going to then take another brush, maybe my finger, because this looks like a shimmer. Take my finger and rub it around in there. Oh, look how pretty that is. Then you want to take it and just tap it in. Oh, look at that. I got a little bit of fallout, don't worry. Tap that in with your finger. Now look at that. Quick and fast. Now I'm going to finish the other eye offline real quick, and I'll be back in a snap. So as you can see, I'm back with both eyes done, and the only thing I would do next is add some color to my bottom. Now, we all know I like to be extra, so I'm going to put a pop of color down there. You don't have to. You can put the brown if you like, but I like to put color, so I'm going to come in with some blue maybe. I think this blue. And I'm also going to be using the blue in the same palette. The blue I'm going to be using is called Cleopatra, which is fitting because I'm a queen. And bro, I just love this artwork. OMG, look at her highlight. So fleeky. Anyway, so I've dipped in Cleopatra, and I'm going to be adding that to my lower lash line just to give some color. And while I was away, I thought that this look needed a little something extra. So I did add some of Nairobi, which is this one, into my inner corners. But I am right now taking Cleopatra and adding it to my lower lash line just with some color, because I thought it looked kind of bland. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add on some mascara, a little liner to my waterline. So I got that blue in there. And that line is a little wonky, so what I like to do is take my blender and just kind of clean it up because it has a little clear translucent powder on it. Clean that line up. And then the next thing I'll do is I'll take a black liner or a brown liner, maybe a dark brown one for this look. And the dark brown one that I'm using today is by CoverGirl. And I'll take this dark brown and I will line my waterline. Nope, I don't want to. Change my mind. And I just got something in my eye. Sorry, y'all, I'm back. Something was in my eye. But I changed what I was going to put in my waterline. I'm going to be using this multi-stick by Wet n Wild. Yeah, the multi-stick by Wet n Wild. And it's like a nudie brown color. I'm going to add that to my waterline. Yeah, I like that. So if you haven't noticed that like nude under your eye or brown or something like that, maybe even white, makes your eyes look bigger. And so what I want to do now is that I have my eye on. The next thing I'm going to do is get some mascara. I like to use two. Right now, I like to use the Grande Drama, who is by... Well, the Grande Drama mascara is Intense Thickening Mascara with Castor Oil. So I use this. And I also like to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. So I put some of these on because I like to wear false lashes, y'all. But truth be told, your girl is not good at putting them on. Not at all. That's a journey. That's a whole journey and a half. But the thing is, I have lashes. I just have to do so much to make them poppity pop, pop, pop. So you get your mascara layers on, Chad, and you be really popping. And while that's drying on this first coat, I'll come down and try to hit a little bit across these bottom lashes, because you want them to hit too, right? Then you'll come in with the Too Faced Better Than Sex to finish it on up. See that one? Come on in and hit them with the coat of that. Make sure you wiggle it from the... I like to wiggle mine. That way I know I'm getting coverage, Chad. Same thing on them bottom lashes. Y'all, and I promise I ain't forgetting the last step. So now that the eyes are done, it's my favorite time. My favorite time is blush and mascara. Well, I did blush, and I like mascara. I like highlighter. I like to layer a few of those on. And here's the thing. I like to spray my face with the Fix Plus. And then I like to take the highlighter while it's still wet. So I take the brush, and today I'm using this MAC highlighter. Came in this palette, and it's 3 different ones. You got a brown one, a peachy one, and a gold one. I kind of like to go between this gold one and this peachy one, kind of like this, and hit you with a little bam. See that? Ooh, you don't want to kill them, but you want to put their eye out with that blindness. You want to make them think, oh, she glowing. Look at that. Look at that. I like to take it up around here like this. And it's just the first set of highlight. Don't even think I'm done, chat. Hit it there. Make sure you hit that. And then I like to take my finger and the goldy one and kind of go down my nose and hit the tip of my nose. Highlight that nose a little bit, that tip. And then the last highlight that I like to use, y'all already know, is that Fenty Trophy Wife. That thing will blind you if you ain't know better. So I'm going to dab my brush in that and hit that off right there. Oh, see that? You see that. You can't miss that one. Look at that. To finish that on off. Look at that. Same thing over here. A little bit in the front. Okay. So now I'm feeling golden and, ooh, goddessy. Look at that. Somebody come worship me. I'm a goddess. Okay, let me stop. So the last thing is we're going to pick a color. Do we want to be nude? Who, me? No. Anybody who know me knows I like a bold popping lip. But what color? I think we should go for something bright. So let's go for, how about a bright pink? Let's go for this Fenty. It's a lip stunner paint. And like you said, my lips are already matted out because I did put foundation on them. And it helps the color to pop. So what I like to do is to paint it on. And I always make a M right at my peak. I like to blot it with my finger so it dries. I'm going to step off and do some finishing touches, and I'll be right back to show you the close-ups. Thank you. So I'm back, and this is the final look. Just did a little couple of ponytails in my hair. Put on a little top, you know, nothing spectacular. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll come back and join me for the next one. Please thumbs up, subscribe, share. Come on, come play. Anyway, please join me next time, and thank you for spending time with me. Bye.